Today is. Did I get my phone? Today is November 4th, 2025. Tuesday, November 4th, 2025 at 9:02 a.m. Happy birthday, sister. My sister, happy birthday. We got a lot of people in our family and birthdays in November. So Waxing Gibby is in Taurus, which is game. 11:16. It started at 11:16 a.m. You can play those numbers. So let's see what's going on in the energy today. We have cycles, completion. So a cycle is completed. Okay, 9. I'm just getting the number 9 with the cycle completion. And that was amazing that I found that sweater that said 9. That is completion. Okay. Cycles completed. So you completed some type of cycle. Maybe karmic debt, because I see in karma, justice, something was balanced out. That was amazing. I found that baby fat. And I was just talking about baby fat last week, how I had to get rid of all my baby fat. And I found that baby fat sweater. And it said 9. Means endings of cycles. Okay. The universe always going to show you signs. So that's a completion, ending of cycle. All right. Toxicity bound patterns. Toxicity bound patterns. So you're completed a cycle of toxicity bound patterns. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. That completion, that cycle is completed of toxicity bound patterns. If somebody try to have you in a cycle of bound patterns, you being bound to a cycle of bullshit. North node, because you're on your north node now. Purpose. You're on your purpose. You finish cycles of completion. You completed a cycle of toxicity bound patterns. Congratulations to you all. Hi. So y'all completed a cycle. I was getting that energy yesterday. Toxicity bound patterns. It's a cycle completed. 9. Y'all can be seeing 9. I know I saw 9 the other day. I saw 9. Yeah, third eye. Your third eye is awakening. Thank you, boo boo, for the $10. I don't do this for money, but thank you. Thank you, baby. So y'all on y'all purpose right now. Yes. Complete. I am so happy and proud of y'all. I'm proud of myself. I'm so, because you know what? Because somebody tried to have me on a toxic bound patterns. Y'all seen it. I was on here expressing that shit. Okay. It says $13. I don't know. Yeah, third eye clarity. So you got clarity that you completed a cycle, a bound pattern. Somebody tried to have you bound. Thank you. Somebody try to have you bound. That's what I'm getting, because I see toxicity bound patterns. So somebody try to have you bound to patterns over and over again. Cycle going over and over again. Losing shit, gaining shit, losing shit, gaining shit, losing shit, gaining shit. Ciao. And now you off this roller coaster ride. And you're on your cosmic purpose. I said cosmos yesterday. So a lot of things deal with the cosmos, emotions, moon, anything like that, stars, that stardust energy, like electrons, okay, shit like that. Like you basically activated your electrons. So you're on your cosmic purpose now, okay? Clarity. You can get a lot of clarity since you activated your cosmic purpose. You're getting a lot of clarity on that shit. Like what it's all about, what is your purpose, you know, how did you get on your purpose? You got on your purpose because of these toxic bound patterns. You learned your lesson. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now these cards is reading today. I'm gonna get some elements. I know that's right. I'm just still thinking about how I found that sweater with baby fat, my favorite brand, and then the year 9, which is this ending of this cycle right here. It had 9 on it. I'm just still mesmerized by that shit. Some things don't mesmerize everybody. Like some people don't take it as a spiritual awakening or a sign. But me, I take a lot of things as a sign. Just like when I showed y'all the lady, I did the reading about the lady with the red dress with her neck going all the way back, and This is somebody can't look you in your eye because they're doing a lot of, foul shit behind the scenes. And it's amazing how I found that shit. I went on Halloween, the same thing I was talking about. So a lot of things amaze me. The cosmos will just be speaking to you, especially when you're awakening, you activate it, So what's this? We have receive open. So you open to receive your constant records at this time. Oh, man, y'all better do good too. Y'all better not go back to this toxic bound pattern. Forming structure, solid foundation. So y'all getting homes. Y'all about to receive homes. Be receiving to open and forming a structured, solid foundation. Now it's structured. Now you structure. It's structured distance, retreat or time out. Someplace where you got retreat and have a timeout. It might be a timeshare. It might be something like that. I don't know why I'm hearing timeshare. So make sure y'all cautious with those timeshares. New York in the house. New York. New York, what up? Where I lay my thumb. Uptown. Yeah, I know that's right. Twin flames. So you learned a lot. I told y'all twin flames to me is like you learning a karmic lesson because it's got flames. You know what I'm saying? Fire, hell. You went through a lot of hell with someone. So now you got time to retreat and charge and figure out the rest of your life. And ain't nobody saying Scotland. I know that's right. Salute to Scotland. Salute to Scotland. Well, Scotland is Irish, right? That's Irish. I got a little bit of Irish in me. I think 8.0 Irish. Irish ice. It's smelly. Anyway, yeah. Receive. There we go. Receive awakening. So you receive the awakening of your cosmic blessings. You finish your karmic death out of learning these toxic bound patterns that you have, whether they was from the past, you had toxicity, the other person that's in this twin flame journey with you learn. I hope they learned. So now you have a remembrance and awakening. I know that's right. Now you're receiving your Akashic records. You're getting offers. Okay. You're receiving offers. You're about to start receiving offers, and you better be open to receive offers, whether it's from somebody else or, thoughts, isolation. So I don't think you're in your thoughts anymore. You're not in your thoughts about toxicity bound patterns. I just get like this some type of witchcraft that was performed for you to go do bound, like somebody tried to bind you to them and their karmic ways, or now you got a renewal or spark. Like I said, you activated your North Node, the cosmos, your electrons, or whatever you want to say. People don't believe in that, but electrons is also in the cosmos. That's why you be feeling the effects of the retrograde and shit like that. You on your stability, harmony, and flow. Let it stay like that since you had your activation. Okay? I should leave these like that, but you know me. I don't like doing all my cards in reverse. What for? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's 31 people on here, and I only got 2 likes on here, but that's okay. You can sit here and watch. This is crazy. Hi, everybody. Yeah, so y'all open, what I'm getting, it says receive open. You open your Akashic records by learning your lesson and finishing off your cosmic depths. You activated your electrons and the cosmos, and now you're forming a structured foundation. And now, you got somewhere you're going to be able to go to retreat and have a time out. What's this card right here? This is flipped. Soul ties, reunion soul ties. So you're about to meet your soul tribe that's on the same activation as you. People that's activated. We ain't talking about AIs, okay? We're talking about spiritual beings having a human experience. So you activated back to your spiritual being, your spiritual self, not just your human self. You say you're a spiritual being having a human experience, but your human experience was learning your lesson. That's what it was. Your human experience was learning your lesson here on earth. Now you're ascended to back to your spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, that's what's going on, boo-boos. I know that's right. This fall is autumn. Triggers. Be careful of them trigger warnings. Like somebody triggering you and shit. I ain't saying like it's over, but just disharmony. Somebody's still in disharmony. probably about your awakening, so they'll try to trigger you. You know, you can maintain yourself. We ain't going back for nobody. We don't open that Mikasa records. You want to keep the Mikasa records open so you'll be received to open. Mother gonna have nostalgia, what they did to you and shit. You gonna have to make a decision like for yourself. Mother gonna have nostalgia. I don't remember doing that shit to you. How the hell you don't remember? I remember. But we're gonna try to forget, right? I know that's right. So you got a soul tie, soul tribe, soul kingdom spouse is what I'm getting. That's activated too. Okay, that finishes off their karmic debt. So it shouldn't be no problems, no issues, right? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So self-love, creation, attention. Right now is a good time to show yourself self-love. Take your vitamins, take your spiritual bath, go get a massage, retreat, time out. Right now, all that hell you went through, these demons, narcissists, whatever this shit is right here. We ain't even worried about them. Worry about yourself right now. Regret, repression. You can have a lot of regrets. Let that go. Let that the fuck go. Okay? Fate, detours, divine intervention. But this was fated. For this to happen, it was already written. I keep telling y'all that. Okay? And then we got air. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You can be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Some type of detour is about to happen. Fate detour. Okay? Air sign. Then we got reflection. And maybe you need to reflect, do the dark night of the soul. Maybe you're going to have time to reflect, retreat, have a time out to reflect. Don't, like I said, somebody triggers too. Somebody can be trying to project something on you again. But as fate, as you know, it's going to be a detour on that shit. Detour that shit. Bye. Apology. Somebody coming in. So that's what it is. Somebody, air sign, somebody trying to come in with an apology, but they're going to try to trigger you. But fate, as you know, something's going to happen. You could be receiving these messages, or you receiving this message right now. Or you could have had a dream about this person coming back apologizing to you, and then something happened, like a trigger. Are you about to have this dream? Like, what the fuck? This is the one that tried to bind you to toxic bound patterns. That's a cycle over and over again with a narcissist. If you get what I'm saying, like they always doing something narcissistic. You know what I'm saying? Ghosting, coming back, ghosting, coming back. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. I ain't gotta repeat this shit. So be careful because they're gonna come back and try to trigger you, but it's a detour. This was divine intervention to test you, air signs, to see if you would go for this. You know what I'm saying? If you really learn your karmic lesson, finish off your karmic debt. I ain't gotta repeat that no more. Ciao. What's wrong with them? So air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, be prepared. You have somebody coming back trying to project on you again, trying to get you with apology. You could have had a dream about this person already. They could have sent you a dream, something like that. Like, please let me come back, and you let them come back, and then the next thing you know, shit just explode and shit. After you did your karmic, you had your karmic awakening. You activated your electrons. I keep hearing electrons because 666 means man. Electrons, protons, neutrons, union. And they're going to try to do this before you get your union, integration. And you see it say integration. It's like, like cosmos. Integration. This is an integration. This ain't no regular soul tie. This is somebody that activated their electrons. They finished off their karmic debt. So, meaning they don't have toxic bound patterns. Like, you're not going to go do patterns with this person. You're not going to take them to bound patterns that try to have somebody bound to you. Soul ties, basically a soul tie. Like, try to bound your soul to them and shit. That's what them twin flames be doing. Ciao. Autumn harvest. So this autumn, you about to start harvesting. If you ain't already started harvesting, be received to open new love, real love. Y'all both on cosmic alignment, I keep hearing soul food. So it's like y'all gonna be able to feed each other knowledge, whatever, understanding, communication. This is somebody gonna know how to communicate. They're not gonna have you on that pattern of like keep in your thoughts, like, is they doing this? Is they real? Is they fake? They're gonna have you question that shit. That's how you know that shit real. You're not gonna be questioning that shit. Is they real? Is they fake? Is they here to use me, abuse me? Is this going to start another toxic bound pattern? Water. Water signs, y'all also be careful. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Are you about to get into a union? Harvest. This is part of your harvest. The Pentacles. Okay. This is part of your harvest. And then we got growth over the summer. You had a lot of growth over the summer. So water signs, be prepared. Decision. You're going to have a decision to make. It's your decision. Fate. Detours. You can take a detour if you want to. You know. If you're not all the way healed, growth, you know what I'm saying, you probably ain't gonna trust nobody. But you gotta have a leap of faith, opportunities. You gotta take a leap of faith towards opportunities, freedom. I'm telling you, free for this karmic debt. So don't start this karmic debt all over again, like, you know, by not passing tests and shit that the cosmos give you, that divine give you. Okay, trust divine timing. I just told you this. You gotta trust divine timing. It is divine timing when you take this leap of faith. Uranus. This that Uranus energy, Aquarius, healing, getting in alignment, okay, party, external. I mean, if you want to party, sometimes you can party by yourself. I just seen a post on Facebook. Sometimes it's good to go to clubs by yourself, sit at a bar by yourself. If that's what you want to do, party external until you get with your mate and y'all can party external together. You know what I'm saying? Take this leap of faith, then it is what it is. Okay, you can have a lot of people in their emotions about this. So what? So I got to clean up my room and my bed. I'm looking at that bed over here like, oh, the fuck? Who? How many people were sleeping in the bed? It was only me. What the hell? Facade. Be careful what people putting on facades. Okay, y'all already know this. I ain't got to tell you. You're going to know. If you already activated, your third eye activated, you're going to already know their energy. Like, nope. But be careful. The decisions that you make, the emotions that you use, you probably still be in your emotions, like calming down from hell-raising ass relationship. But these are loving people that's coming in. You drop your iPad. You know they got iPads on T-Mobile. You ain't got to pay that much. Stability, harmony, flow. So now y'all going to just be on stability, harmony, and flow. Yeah. When you see through these people facades, that's going to keep you on float. Like, You know what I'm saying? Fulfillment, wish. Because let's not forget, there's still people out there still healing, still coming, still in toxic bound patterns. Some people just don't want to heal. Some people going to just try to put their projections on you. You get what I'm saying? Just remember that. I mean, if you don't want to pay that much for an iPad, go on T-Mobile. They got some nice ones, probably up to like $116. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So just stay on this flow, okay? Keep taking your freedoms, your leap of faith, you know, healing, and getting yourself in alignment with being received to open the 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. It's going to go up as you learn through different, you know, tests, detours. When you take different detours, you had a lot of growth this summer. Congratulations on that. I know that's right. Memories, nostalgia. Soon, this is going to be Stardust memories with everything you went through. You're going to be having so much fun out here. You know what I'm saying? Taking this leap of faith, Uranus, healing. You're like, oh, man, that was my past. Fuck it. You know, I know why now. I had to go through that. I had to be received to open, you know, and get rid of toxic bound patterns. And you're going to just be out here celebrating, receiving your gifts, your manifestations, abundance. Which that's to me is celebration, abundance, gifts. You're going to be getting a lot of gifts from the universe, abundance. You're going to know it's from the universe because, okay, you're going to be shopping out here like a damn billionaire. I would say millionaire because I don't know what I would do with all that damn money. You know, and then you got to be cautious if that happens. You get what I'm saying? You got to be cautious. Some people just come around for money. You got to be cautious of that. But I think y'all be all right with that, you know. You'll be able to, your third eye is able to receive and open, you know, to who's fake, who's real, who's really around for you. You're going to know your cosmic purpose. Like who could be around you on your cosmic purpose, your journey, and who not. Divine timing is at play regardless. You know what I'm saying? Some people, like I said, still in their comfort zone, their south node. Okay? It could be some family, friends, still living in their south node. You know, But you're gonna take a leap of faith. I think you're gonna be the type now. You're like, fuck that. I'm out now. Woo! Feeling like a child again. Your youthful energy, like shit is like rewind, divine timing. That's what I'm getting. Like time reset for you. Whereas though you get a clean slate. That's what I heard. You got a clean slate. So you remember when you first started all partying, external and shit? Like when you got 21 and even y'all older people, you gonna be like, shit, I'm good by myself. I can go out, hang out by myself, go to the bar, chill. I ain't gotta worry about, energies fucking with me and shit like that, because this is a clean slate. It's gonna be like brand new, like you just starting off again. Like when you just started partying and shit like that, if that's what you choose to do. If you choose to party at home, party at home. But this is a party external. I mean, for the rest of the time, being it. And I Devon keeps telling me 210 years old. I don't know why I'm getting that. Infinity breakthrough, because you had this breakthrough, okay? I know that's right. Over the summer, growth over the summer, you grew a little bit more over the summer. Right? First people you will help, people that's in their struggle. And at this time right now, when the government doing this, y'all need to stop looking at shit in a negative form of light. Y'all need to start looking at like, okay, now it's time for the awakened ones, the ones that cleared out their karmic debt. They're getting in alignment, the healers. Now it's time for the healers to go out here and do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Healing a lot of people. I would look at it like that, like, community coming together, soul tribe, pulling together, helping other people. So you remember like in the 80s, you remember that like in the 80s, 70s, where you had neighborhood communities coming together. Motherfuckers used to cook for one another, big ass meals. So harvest, this Thanksgiving, there's going to be a lot of families just pulling together and, putting their food together and just having a big ass feast, having fun, drinking wine. You got the kiddies table over here. I see somebody got a kiddies table over here. So you got like two big tables. You got one for the adults, one for the kids, and everybody just eating and shit and feasting, having a good time. You got plates you can take home. Everybody can take a plate home and reminisce, watch movies. Everybody just sitting up there watching A Christmas Story or something like that. There's going to be a lot of families bonding together. So all that racist stuff, I don't know. Those are people that need to heal too. You know what I'm saying? All that race, that shit gonna be coming together too. Like the people that was racist, they're gonna have a breakthrough. Like now it's time we gotta pull together. Fuck all that color, fuck all that shit right there. You know what I'm saying? It's time to celebrate. It's time to have a rebirth, a breakthrough. Like motherfucker gonna be cooking for one another. Like you might, how I was back in those days. I baked the cake for you, a pie for you. I see that you're by yourself, an older person. I see that you're living by yourself. We cooking. Do you mind if you want to come over for Thanksgiving and shit like that so you won't be alone? Shit like that. So this is a time for everybody to pull together. You know what I'm saying? Put all their money together, do a big feast, celebrate together. Some people don't look at it like that. And then you still got some people that be stubborn and like, I still hate black people. I still hate these type of people. I still hate this. Well, you stay out there alone then. You stay out there alone by yourself. You like being by yourself and, you don't want to heal and you don't want to celebrate, life. You want to celebrate death. You just want to die by yourself. What can people do about that shit? What the fuck? You know what that means, man, woman, child. We celebrate everybody. It don't matter what color you are. Attraction, Mars, hot. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be very alluring, attracting a lot of people due to your healing. They're going to be able to tell that you have some type of gifts. Whatever gifts that is. Music. You're going to have people that do music. Disharmony triggers conflict. You're going to have some people that's going to have, like they're going to try to trigger you back to, unhealed. Let's put it that way. That's not going to fucking work. That's not going to work. Like yesterday, I had to tell somebody about themselves. Like, remember I was on here telling you about my family member or this person sleeping with my friend. You knew that was my friend. You slept with him. And I told you I handled it well though. I believe I had handled it classy. Going to I went into Burger King, and she's sitting right there when I walk in. Hi. And I was like, don't even speak to me in front of everybody. I don't care. Don't even speak to me if you know you slept with my friend. Don't speak to me. Nothing was said after that. I know because you know I know. Like, don't be doing that. Don't be faking the front like you really my family member and you know what you're doing behind my back. So I'm embarrass you in front of everybody. Everybody just looking like, damn right I said it. Damn right I said it. You all grown out here. And you know, right is right and wrong is wrong. You're not supposed to be doing that shit. I could have did that plenty of time, but I don't do shit like that. Dirty ass. That was dirty. And then it was strange because after I said that to her, they started arguing in the back at Burger King. All the girls started arguing about something. I don't know what it was about. It was crazy. I was like, dang. That's that trigger. You know what I'm saying? Must have triggered somebody. You know, and they started arguing all in the back. I just left. I said, let me go to McDonald's. I'm going to leave that to y'all. Y'all back here arguing in front of the customers and shit. Like, this is another reason why. And I said this in my mind. I said, well, this is another reason why they're about to make AI. This is another reason why they're about to make AI because the customer service now is like fucked up. Like you're arguing in front of all these customers. It's a bunch of customers and you're back there. They're about to get in it. I mean, they was about to act like they was about to bang. I was like, you know what? Bye. Now I see why they're making AI. I get my food and I can go. And it's going to be quick. Detachment code. A lot of people be saying that you detach your code because you change. You don't want to be around people that's, you know, smiling in your face, putting on a facade. You're not going to be able to facade around me. Not this galactic being you're not. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to do that. Detach code. Detach for these people because they was cold to you. Look what they doing. Like, you doing all this for what? Attention? Or you think you're getting back at me? You think you're clapping back at me for no reason at all? That's the weird shit about it. These are people that you help. Like, this person I help, like, when you get your hair done, and it be sly, too. Like, this is a family member. I used to do their hair basically for free. Just give me some cigarettes and soda. I'll do your hair. And their hair be, you know what I'm saying, popping. But you go around, you go sleep with my friend. And I used to do it all the time like that. Don't pay me nothing. Just give me some cigarettes or a soda. Y'all know how I am about my cigarettes and soda. That's it. That's how I am. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to pay me $55, $100 to do braids or nothing like that. And I used to do these styles and some good. And then you turn around, you do that to me for no reason? That's crazy. And that's why I get detached and cold from motherfuckers. And you're compassionate. Just like I just said. A nurturer, a healer. If you don't have nobody else to do your fucking hair, I'll do your shit for free. If it's a special occasion or something, bring your ass over here. Let me do your hair so you can look nice. That's how I am. I'm not a jealous person. Like, fuck you. You know, if I know how to do hair, I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to get paid regardless from the universe. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at shit. I'm going to get paid regardless from the universe, one way or another. That's crazy. Change, courage. You have the courage to change. A lot of people don't. You just got to face that. And they're going to trigger you when they don't want to be a nurturer or healer, or they don't want to, you know, have the courage to change. It's not that hard, man. It's about your soul. You keep saying that, your heart. You can change your heart, man, from a dark heart to a light heart, man. And just do what your ancestors or your spirit guides or divine says. And if you're not in alignment, trust me, divine going to show you. You're not in alignment with what I said. You're going to know because you're going to get so many manifestations. That's why people come after me. I'm in alignment. You get so many manifestations. We don't get none. So I'm going to take from you because I want to put how you going to get in alignment if you stealing from somebody else that is in alignment? It doesn't make any sense to me. You get too many blessings. Every time I turn around, you're getting blessed. It's because of my heart. Like I just told you what I do. You know what I'm saying? But people don't, you know, earth. So we got all y'all signs out here basically except we do got fire. We got twin flames. So we got Aries out here. We got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius so far. So these are the signs I'm talking to today. I guess they want you to hear this message that you passed this, but be careful of the trigger warnings, masculine. So, you know, everybody was karmic at one point, or people make you karmic. People make you karmic, like when they try to trigger you and shit. They try to make you seem like you're crazy. You know how that shit go. These are these narcissists, the twin flames. You went through a lot of twin flames. Anybody can be a twin flame. They just got toxic bound patterns. That's a narcissist. That takes you through bound patterns, binds you to toxicity. Like, hell no. But you got to be able to have the courage to change, to get up and be like, fuck that. You ain't going to make me look crazy when you the one crazy. You're not going to make me look like I'm a bad person when I'm not. That's what they be trying to do. Try to put projections on you. Like, you're the bad person. I'm the good person. I can't tell. Look at all the damage you doing out here. Been a healer, gonna stay a healer. It don't matter what I go through. You know, that's empaths. It don't matter what we go through. You're not gonna make us bitter. Some people do. You know what I'm saying? Temptation. I'm telling you, Earth sign, you better be careful about a masculine coming back. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, a masculine coming back, trying to deceive you, tempt you to this bound pattern again. So y'all got, damn, air sign, you got somebody trying to apologize and put their projections on you. You probably have a dream about this person, and then earth signs, you got somebody trying to come in, a masculine. So you must be a feminine or masculine. Somebody coming back in to, you know, try to tempt you. So a pattern again, man, y'all better pass this test. It's a no. It's a no. It's a no. Look, sun empowerment. They're mad because, like I said, you activated your healing. People can feel that shit, so they think you put on they think you detached and cold. No, we're not detached and cold. We're just healing from toxicity bound patterns. Like, you need to heal too. I would just tell that person, just go heal somewhere. And leave it like that. If they come to your house, go heal somewhere. Close the door. You ever see that movie Waiting to Exhale? He did all that, got her pregnant, and then came back and tried to apologize. And she finally got the strength to be like, you know, and she had the strength of her soul tribe, you know, and Waiting as Hell to, you know, tell her how she needed to be treated. And she had to be strong because that man was fine as hell. That man was fine as hell, but the soul was fucked up. The soul was fucked up. You paid attention to that movie. The soul, he fine, but the soul was fucked up and Waiting to Exhale. She had to shut that door on his ass. Me, listen to me. We don't need you. She talking about her and her child that she was holding in her stomach. We don't need you. So maybe you pregnant by this person, or, you know, that's what you got to be, you know, strong. I don't give a fuck if they fine as hell. Fuck that shit. Transformation. So Pluto. Scorpio energy is out here. Whole transformation. Fire. Now we got fire. We got all the signs out here. I know that's right. So transformation. So fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, you did a whole dark night of soul transformation. Things about to transform in your life. Self-care. You self-caring on yourself. I think you just worrying about yourself right now. You know, that's a good thing. You know, closed off, guarded. You can be closed off, guarded to people, resisting the devil, so they shall flee. Like I said, the dark night of the soul, family. You could be just concentrating on you and your family, self-care for your family, nurturing your family, you know, shit like that. Closed off to others, you know, dark night of the soul, family, you know, home, commitment. Avoidance, stalemate. You're avoiding being involved with stalemates. They just stale. Like, you ever take a taste of a bag of stale potato chips? I had to tell you, especially I love my Cheez-Its. Man, I went for that box. I ate that damn a couple of them Cheez-Its, and that shit was stale as hell. You could tell when something's stale. That's what I'm saying. Like, avoiding a stalemate. Like, you stale. Like, you have nothing to offer. You have, you know, and intellect wise, you know what I'm saying, your soul, like you just don't have nothing to offer. And this is after you did your dark night of soul that they told you need to close, not your heart, just close off your personal shit to these stalemates. Because they don't have nothing to offer, nothing at all. They just don't have nothing to offer. Toxic bound patterns. So what's the 2 cycles, toxic bound pattern? I'm going to get those. I'm going to do a reading on that. Renewal spark. So everybody had their renewal and they spark, activated your third eye, activated your chakras. That's what I'm getting with all those colors. You activated your chakras. You activated your electrons. So you're just basically, you know, in the cosmos. Like whenever the cosmos rotate, whatever, and now it's about to rotate to Jupiter, basically, offer Venus. So something about Venus being a renewal spark. When Venus is in soul, the sun, Venus in your soul, you know, the sun is in your alignment. You're going to just be getting a renewal spark. Something's going to happen. Harvest, some type of harvest, empowerment. You're going to feel empowerment. Okay? That's what I'm getting. So pay attention to Venus, which is love, and then the sun, which is your soul, in alignment with your zodiac. If you don't know where to look for it at, you can go on to what's that, planetstoday.com. And when you go on planetstoday.com, it'll show you where all the planets alignments is at. And then it'll have the screen up on this one, but you got to go on the left side and click that one, and it'll show you the complete alignment of the planets. Okay, control tactics. So somebody, you know, probably been trying to control your chemistry and passion. Your chemistry and your passion for them. Like, what the fuck? Give me something for cycles, third eye. Be open to receive. Give me these on the top for y'all. So all of y'all signs came out. That's a good thing. So everybody's on cosmic alignment. You probably doing your purpose. I don't care how old you are. I keep telling you that. I don't give a hell if you used to play the horn or something like that. Your talent. Pick that shit back up. Go order you a horn and start practicing. You never know when you're going to need it. You know what I'm saying? During these times, people need to listen to music or calming music, or, you know, when they feasting or something like that. There's a lot going on right now. You know, just a lot. And instead of getting into that toxic bound pattern like everybody else about, I'm about to go rob a store to go get some food. If that's your first thought, that means you're not in cosmic alignment. Like somebody came on my channel yesterday. What you gonna do if you don't have no food stamps? Go buy some food with money? Or start making sure that I get, you know, a garden. If y'all don't have a garden, you know, those small kiddie swimming pools. Get you a couple of those small kiddie swimming pools. Get your soil and start growing your own shit. You can't grow it now because, you know, it is harvest season, though. We did have a harvest moon. So it is time to start growing, you know. Get you some soil. Get you onions, cabbage, all that stuff. Get you a kiddie pool. Put that soil in it and start your fucking vegetables. I mean, it's like plain and simple like that. And then, you know, get you a bunch of rice, a big bag, or you a big bag of fucking rice. Beans, canned foods, when you can get canned foods. Y'all know how to stir fry. Don't be acting like y'all know how to cook. Get your big thing of oil. Start loading up on your oils and shit. If, you know, just in case the electric go out, you can get you a grill. You know what I'm saying? You got pots, I'm sure. Get you a grill. You know, you ain't got to worry about it. You on point. This go out, I'm on point. I can go outside and cook. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about. Mindset. Like toxic bound people that have toxic bound patterns, they're not gonna come to you. They're gonna have to come to you for help. Like, you know, I can't cook. Well, what the fuck was you on while everybody was out here healing? What was you on? You know, what was you on? Can I cook on your grill? I guess you got no choice. If you want to eat, you should have been on this. You should have been had your rice, a wok. You know, y'all be seeing them channels where they be having the woks and they be cooking and shit, big meals and shit, feasters. That's what I told y'all a long time ago. That's what it's coming to. Nobody didn't believe me. Everybody, oh, she fake. She fake. She don't know what the fuck she talking about. Everything I said that came to life. And they ain't the brag and they ain't the boasters. There's a lot of seers out here. But I'm just telling you. Let me get some tarot cards on this. Okay? Y'all have to form a structured foundation. Solid foundation. That's what they're saying. Y'all have to be prepared for this. A solid foundation. Y'all don't have, y'all like to bake? Get you some bricks and some cement. You don't know how to make a stove, or oven? Outside, man? I'm about to build one. I'm gonna give me some bricks and some cement. Hey, if it come out, at least I still can fucking bake. The fuck? I'm gonna learn off of YouTube. I bet you that. I bet you I go on YouTube and learn how to make me a fucking big ass, motherfucking long ass stove. I ain't gonna be the only one cooking. Other people who cook at the same time. Make you some biscuits, make you some cakes, all that fucking shit. Stir fry. Got you a wok. You got 2 big woks, 3 big woks. Like you got a motherfucking kitchen out this bitch. Y'all better learn. Fuck that shit. Get your sons and make them. Y'all got sons. Get your sons to get you some bricks. Tell them to go on. Tell them to go on YouTube to learn how to make those stoves for you. I don't give a fuck if you live in an apartment. If it's an apartment building, you need to be telling everybody in there, look, I don't know what's going to take place. Thank you. Oh, that's cappuccino or something with caramel on it. Probably try to go get me some of that. That is 7-Eleven. We ain't got no Starbucks near here, you know. But, yeah, like, get your neighbors together. You live in an apartment. Like, look, we need to do something quick about electricity, just in case electricity go out this winter. We need to put our heads together, our money together. We need to build a stove in the backyard. We got a backyard or in the front yard. We need to just go ahead and build a big ass motherfucking stove. So get some woks so all of us can just be feasting and cooking. Get us some solar lights, like, you know, those lights that's, you know, you can pin up and you can just press it and the light come on. Y'all better be on point. You ain't going on this toxic bound patterns with the world. It's a difference between the universe and the world. We're not gonna do this pattern with you again. You take us through this bullshit again. We're gonna be prepared because we're solar deities. We are solar deities. We ain't gonna do this shit no more. Y'all gonna be out in the fucking cold and the motherfucking dark. You know what I'm saying? We prepared. Fuck them flashlights. Fuck them candles, because them candles start fires. We good. If you got to put them shits on the outside of your house, you know what I'm talking about. Solar lights and shit like that. Get prepared, man. Especially for the wintertime. Make sure you prepare, you know. Get you a barrel. You know, don't put the barrel in your house. Put the barrel outside where y'all can stay warm and shit. You know, get a little tent. Get you a tent from Timo. It don't cost that much. Get you a tent. Get you a big ass tent. It look like a damn house. It don't even cost that much. That shit only costs about $90 off of Timo. Get you one of those big ass motherfucking tents. Shit go out. Look, I got lights up in this motherfucker. I got all that shit. I got food I could cook in this motherfucker. Straight up, don't cook in your tent now. Don't sit up there cooking in your tent. You can even get a barrel to cook on. I've seen people do that before, like get the tin and put it on top, or a barrel and get one of those, the things that goes on the grill and put it on top of the barrel, and you're able to cook like that, man. Yeah, shit. Order you a big ass tin barrel that, you know, is good for burning wood and all that other stuff, and then put that gate thing on top of it, the grill thing on top of it, and get you a wok. Man, listen here. You got to order a big bag of rice and beans and vegetables, stir-fried vegetables, and you start growing your own vegetables now. Just all you need is a kiddie pool, soil, and your seeds. That's it. And in the wintertime, it's going to get cold, so you know you got to cover them up with plastic bags and shit like that, you know, for the spring. I'm just giving y'all some ideas, but we're going to get some tarot readings on this right here. Hold up. That's crazy. But I'm so happy that everybody is getting rid of this. You must have released a binding spell. If you've been cleaning your energy, somebody, you know, you don't know who it was, whether it's family, friends, foes, somebody you came across, tried to bind you in a toxic bound pattern, and you probably released that. Now you're on your cycle of completion of getting rid of, bloodline curses, hexes. That's what it was about, like going in a cycle. You know what I'm saying? Some type of completion, change. So something about to change. Good day for you. I know that's right. Let's go. So I'm being balanced out. Queen of Pentacles. So the universe is what I'm getting is creating some type of pentacles for you at this time. Not only that, protection. Like you'll be standing right in the middle of that circle. There's some type of protection they put around you. Your money. They put some type of protection around your money, your finances. And that will be opening your constant records. I keep telling people, like, your constant records is like a savings bond, like your bills over time. If you never heal, then it won't never be open. That's crazy. But see, you have another inheritance, which is a spiritual inheritance. Y'all be worried about the physical stuff, but once you open your constant records and you heal, you get that 100 folds back. They want you to be concerned about that money. They want you to be concerned about this 3D shit. Wheel of Fortune. See what I'm saying? Remember, awakening. So the wheel is turning into your favor, just as I said it. The wheel is turning into your favor. They want you to be concerned about this. They want you to keep stressing about 3D shit. They want to keep you in this toxic bound pattern, just like I just said. So the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, hold up. This is supposed to be cycles completion. Wheel of Fortune. That came out first. So you completed this awakening that people was putting you in toxic bound pattern, whether they was binding you with witchcraft, hexes, curses on your bloodline or whatever. Remember having an awakening about toxic bound patterns. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. These motherfuckers want you to stay in that cycle. That's a bound pattern too. Oh, we stole your inheritance. Why you won't give me my shit back? Why you won't you gonna just keep talking for the rest of your fucking life? These motherfuckers ain't healed. They're on toxic bound patterns. You're off of that. You was strong enough. Look, 5 of Pentacles. That's what they want you to be concentrating on, so you can go into the 5 of Pentacles. Never to open your constant records, get your true blessings. Never to break open, healing and getting in alignment with your purpose. Twin Flames. King of Wands. And that's funny that came out. Like, they be in that King of Wands energy. King of Wands is a leader. Somebody that try to have control over things. Very intelligent. They're very intelligent. They try to control you with passion and lust and, shit like that. Being that King of Wands, I control your life type energy. And it's enough. Not when you heal and you get in your alignment and your purpose. I control your purpose. I control your alignments in life. And you see he got the globe in back of him. But this is on Earth. You see he got the globe in back of him, right? Okay. So, this could be a leader. This could be somebody, that consider themselves a leader. But they like to control other people's path and purpose by putting them in toxic bound patterns. And it's like, no, like once you're a star, your star seed, indigo, they're not able to control. Once you go on your path and you clear these hexes and these curses off your family bloodline, they can't do this. Distance, retreat, or time out. There we go. Knight of Wands. Now you're moving to calmer waters. Look at you. Retreat. You have compassion. You're moving towards people you're attracting compassionate friends. Dogs are compassionate friends. You know what I'm saying? Retreat, time out. So you're going to be able to have a Knight of Wands. Retreating and timing out. Cooling off a little bit. Healing. Relaxing. Give me something for forming a structured foundation. Yeah, the world. In the world. You're a spiritual being having a human experience, but you're in the world. And this is the world. Ending of cycles, 9. Forming a structured foundation in the world. Starting a new beginning, the Fool. after a 3 of Swords, whatever this leader tried to do. This is an awakening. That was the 3 of Swords. Like, keep trying to keep you in toxic bound patterns over and over again. That's why I'm trying to break your heart over and over. They want to make you bitter. Trying to make you bitter. Like they asses. Trying to have control of your purpose, your star energy. You know, they don't want you to activate, receive open. They don't want you to activate your electrons. Basically is what I'm getting. To connect with the cosmos, to get you on your path, your alignment, the Fool, the world, in the cycle. Look, Hierophant. It's right there on top. Receive the open, your Hierophant energy. They don't want you to see what's going on. They don't want you, they want you to stay in illusions. That would be the 7 of Cups. Look. Strength, Hierophant, 10 of Pentacles, the Magician. They don't want you to know that you are the Magician. Queen of Pentacles. Look, 2 of Cups. Getting into both of y'all, you know, aligning. Look at that shit. So it's like receive the open, the Hierophant energy, like I just said, having the strength, your soul. So they've been out here grabbing souls and shit. It ain't funny, but they want to receive your soul. They didn't never want you to get in this healing, alignment, your purpose, you know, activate your Hierophant energy. Basically your strength. They didn't want you to be strong. Activate your third eye so you could see clearly what the fuck going on in the cosmos or in this world. Or somebody was controlling your purpose, trying to control your purpose. Give yourself a third eye. Clarity. Now you got clarity. Somebody is a leader. Somebody trying to control this shit. Third eye, 4 of Pentacles, your stability. They didn't want you to see. They was trying to control your stability. Money, job, you know, income, home, family. This is somebody like to control everything about you, your spiritual alignment. Whatever you're in alignment for your Akashic records, this is somebody that was behind the scenes, like trying to control your star seed energy. Trying to control star seeds, like cosmic beings. Like, what the fuck? Purpose, your purpose. Give yourself a North Node. Yeah, Death, Ace of Wands. But you had an outpouring of support from the divine. They were trying to end this shit. This cosmic purpose that you have. They didn't want you to see. That's why they kept putting you in toxic bound patterns with this hex, this curse. They was trying to end you, basically. Death. They wanted you to put this North Node to an end. Your purpose. Not have a regrowth. Not heal from what the fuck they was trying to do. And I was about to say my Medea voice. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yeah, you know, divine stepped in like, no, no, no. I tells you the truth. Let no man come before me. No man is allowed to come before me. If I say they're going to get on their purpose, they're going to get on their fucking purpose. Let no one come before me. For I am a jealous divine. So this leader, whoever this person is, that wanted you to keep this heat on you or keep this pattern, toxic bound patterns, or this hex, this curse, that one that's from hell, this King of Wands, that's from hell, this leader from hell, which y'all could say the Antichrist, that motherfucker gone. And he know it. Done. He ain't gonna be able to do it. They want you to concentrate on family. They want you to concentrate on that they the one bringing hell to you. That's what they do. They send out illusions. It's your family. It's your family. Bitch, but you brought toxic bound patterns to our family by putting hexes and curses on each and last every one of us. Even the black sheep, even the chosen ones. Because you wanted us to feel some type of way. Like, no, don't heal. Don't be strong, do this. You ain't going to be able to heal this hex, this curse. You ain't going to be able to, you know, we want you to keep going through toxic bound patterns in your family, your friends. They don't want you to form a structured foundation. You know, mind, body, and soul. 4 of Pentacles. Foundation, your family, everything to be in alignment. They didn't want nothing to be in alignment. They didn't want you to be on your cosmic purpose, your North Node. Like, they comfortable with people being in their South Node. So that's basically what's going on. Like, crazy. Let me get some of these. That's crazy. This is a leader. that know exactly what they're doing, controlling people's families, controlling people's minds, just trying to control people. And, you know, the clock has ran out for that shit. It's too many people awakening, too many people healing, too many people breaking these generational curses. So it's all about a generational curse. That twin flame shit is about generational curses. Now you gotta rebuild yourself all over again. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, relaxed energy. So you can be in that relaxed energy. That's that rest and recharge from all this trauma, all these facades motherfuckers trying to send on. Now let's go. Growth. Grew a lot. So you see her pregnant, it's like a rebirth. Okay, you can be seeing a lot of deers at this time. You can be picking flowers at this time. Something could be telling you to pick flowers. You know, let go. Now you get to let go of these toxic bound patterns. Have this rebirth. Both of them pregnant. So it's a rebirth prophecy. Now you get to prophesy. The third eye. You see her with the third eye from your ancestors. Seeing shit on your ancestor spirit guides' perspective, what they're seeing in the spiritual realm. They didn't want you to connect to your ancestors to see what they see in the spiritual realm that's going on behind the scenes. You can't see, they didn't want you to see what was going on behind the scenes, who's in charge of this bullshit. Purification. They just want you to say demons, demons, demon. Well, what kind of demons? What's the demon name? You know what I'm saying? They want you to go research with your third eye. What's the demon name? Is Amy, Beelzebub? How many principalities do they own? They don't want you to know all that shit. They just want you to stay on this toxic bound pattern. Meaning toxic is like fire. Demons. They want demons to possess you and, you know, rule your life. Basically is what I'm getting. That's crazy. They wanted you not to ever break that curse. Now that it's happening, too many people is awakening. Now they like, damn, they broke them generational curses. Sure did. Sure did. Boo-boo. Sure did. A squirrel for you. I'm going to get some totems. We're going to see if a squirrel come out. It'll be a lot of squirrels around here playing around and stuff. I am the light. See what I'm saying? That's why I say y'all star seeds. Awakening. You are the light. They didn't want you to see the light. They didn't want you to know that you are the light. That you are the magician. Let's see that? They didn't want you to know that you was the light. They was trying to figure out, like, we're the light. We're going to show you that we're the light. Well, man has showed us plenty of times you are not the light. Y'all be doing too much. Look, as you say that, look. It was on top. A squirrel. So I'll go ahead and read that. Fast moves. Gather your resources to navigate different conditions and find creative solutions. Didn't I just say this? So that's that squirrel energy. I just told y'all about finding solutions, you know, and shit like that. Like in your community, in your apartment building, in your home, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That was right on top, too. So we have pink fairies, enchanted. It's time to connect with your inner child and find joy in the simplest moments of life. Didn't I say back to your youthful energy, the fountain of youth? Back to when you was innocent, pure, you know, pure. You still noble, but impure. But being out here in this toxic universe, this toxic world, I'm going to say universe world, as being a spiritual being, having human experiences, you got a lot of toxicity. You connected to a lot of toxicity in your energy, aspirations, air element. Let go of your worries and soar to new heights, harnessing the boundless power of your will. These both look like just back to the earth angels. When you was innocent, your youthful energy. Rebirth. You had to get rid of all that. When you come here, they got fallen angels, right? Those are the dark ones. And then when you're an earth angel, you get toxic bound patterns. First you come here, you got to clear your karmic debt. And then you're dealing with people that's toxic, that puts a lot of energy on you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be telling you to clear out your energy, shit like that. You got a lot of people try to hold you back, enchanted. They find you mysterious. When I see a enchanted happiness, hummingbird spirit. As you buzz through life, remember to enjoy the good times and live in joy. So that's what you about to do, being that hummingbird spirit, like free, like shit. I ain't got no worries. Dragon spirit, guardian, and you got protection. Tap into your untamed spirit to conquer obstacles and defend what is dear to you. So whatever's dear to you, you must defend. Is it divine? Is it yourself, family, whatever? Bright flame. Salamander spirit, bright flame. Even the darkest times, you have the power to light the inner fire and shine brightly. And I'm just getting a rising phoenix. So coming out with all that damn ashes on you, motherfucker put dirt on you, ashes on you, dark shit on you, hexes, curses, witchcraft, and then you got to clean all that shit out, and now you starting back from scratch. So it's like you almost going back to the, you can't, you being rebirth, meaning clearing the inner and the outer, like all that toxic shit that was on you, you clearing that out, and now you move into, back to your youthful energy. You're not gonna feel breaking generational curses. That's basically what it is. And now you be able to like do what you want to do, basically. Old or young, you get what I'm saying? You be able to do what you want to do, without fear, without any of that. And just now, you just got, since you're going back to that rebirth, you just got to watch now who's in your energy, who's around you. Of course, you want to help people. Who you spending your time with, who you laying down with, you gonna just have to watch that, because that's how you end up getting all those energies shit on you without, using your intuition, your third eye. When you did have intuition, but when you didn't use it, that's how you got in these toxic bound patterns. When you didn't use it, your intuition, sleeping with different people, not using your intuition, then they get toxic, then, you know what I'm talking about, scarcity tactics, they start trying to control you and shit. But this was like I'm your leader. I get to control your money, your resources. It was like they was being controlled by a damn demon. No damn body. Myself, divine. That's who I'm laying down with, myself. And I'm loving it too. When you get to that point, when you love yourself and you love, that's the point that you was at in the beginning when you was innocent, you was a child, you loving, being to yourself, going within and shit. That's the energy you trying to get back, and you just have peace within yourself. It's all right. You be saying that you're alone, but you're really not. A lot of people like, you're alone. You're lonely. No, the fuck I'm not. I got spirit guides around me. The hell you talking about? That's how you know they're on a toxic bound pattern. They don't even know like about spirit guides. You're not alone. You got spirit guides helping you all the time. Divine is around you all the time. Your ancestors is around all the time helping you. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Some people when they're in a toxic bound pattern, they don't even realize they have these hexes and these curses on them that keep them in this toxic bound pattern. Whereas though they feel as though they need somebody. That energy is making them feel like, I can't sleep alone tonight. I gotta have somebody in my bed every night. Like you can't sleep. What energy is having you not wanting? That's that demon. Why you gotta be attached to somebody so bad? Why do you gotta be attached to somebody so bad? You can't, or is that somebody energy saying you can't do this by yourself? You can't do this alone. Yes, the fuck you can. Yes, the fuck you can. And if somebody is in that toxic bound pattern, you need to just let them go. Like you need to learn, you need to heal, you need to do dark night of soul. You need to learn how to be by yourself, enjoy yourself for a change. Because that's just like getting toxic. Like that's crazy, y'all. That shit crazy. I think I've always been like that. I ain't really like, I'll date. And I'm a Sagittarius, so you get tired. That's just, maybe that's, I was built, I guess, on that. Like, I'm a Sagittarius, so it's like, I want people around, and then it's like, when it start getting like too controlling or the energy start getting too wild for me, it's like, I'm quick to let them go. Like, I really don't need this person in my energy. I really don't need this person around. I'm quick to either get up and leave or, or just be like, fuck it, Like, we Sagittarius don't like being controlled. That's one thing about a Sagittarius. We don't like being controlled, not by a human at all. We don't like being controlled by a human because, like, you're being judged like being judged. You got to clear out your karmic debt. I got to clear out my karmic debt. We got 2 different karmic debts. You got to clean out yours. I got to clean out mine. We could try to do it together, but I don't think that's going to work out. Has it ever worked out? So that's why you got to step back. You got to rest. You got to recharge. You got to heal. And then, you know, you able to help other people. You can't help everybody. You can't help yourself. You can't even get rid of your hexes, your curses, your generational curses. How the fuck you going out here with anybody else? That's plain and simple to me. Like, you got psychiatrists out here, and some of them psychiatrists, they're going to do shit at their fucking house. You know what I'm saying? Or within in the turmoil within themselves, ain't break no generational curse. So why would I listen to you? Why would I listen to you? Just because you went to school? That don't mean that you healed. You gotta think about that. People go to school for all this shit, marriage counseling and shit, but you want somebody that's in alignment with themselves too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta clear out all your motherfucking chakras too. You know, you gotta be on some type of algorithm here. We know you went to school for it. Just having a mind don't mean shit. You gotta have the soul for the shit too. You know what I'm saying? Because some people lose interest in that shit and they just be doing any fucking thing just to get that damn paycheck. You know what I'm saying? They lose interest in that shit quick. I thought this is what I wanted to do. Well, if you go heal and you because they go do shit in life too. They gotta remember that their spiritual being having they go do shit, a lot of shit in their life too. Just because you go to a marriage counselor and they sit up there and act like they got everything in alignment, yeah, that's a front. Yeah, okay. I bet you my money, you go to their house, you be like, what the fuck? How the fuck you giving me advice? Your shit ain't even in alignment. Stability, harmony, flow. Shit should just be flowing like water. Peace. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. That's how the world's supposed to be. That's how it was in the beginning. Flowing. Now, man, motherfucker came across people, toxic bound. I don't know where they're gonna say it started all the way from, you know, Cain and Abel and all that. We could talk about the past all we want, the hexes, the curses, you know, the bloodline, all that stuff, but that's what you came here for, to get rid of your karmic debt. And then after that, you open your Costa records, then you able to receive whatever you ask for. That's what I'm getting out of that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be open to receive. You got to have empowerment, and you got to empower other people at the same time to show them how you're getting your manifestations. How did you get to open your Casa record? I guess I opened my Casa records when I was young. It's just the way I move. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what I went through. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. You know, I always had divine. I always go within. That's a Sagittarius. You ever see a Sagittarius, like, you'll see them up 1 minute, like you'll see them pop up 1 minute, and then they'll go back. You won't see a Sagittarius for a while. You be thinking something wrong with a Sagittarius, but they really be resting, recharging, going within, healing, talking to divine, talking to the answer, whatever. And they don't like putting their problems on people. You know, even when they're going through shit, they don't like putting their problems. They basically put it on divine. You know what I'm saying? They talk to divine. And then you'll see them pop back up and they're renewed and they're like, oh, okay, all right, whatever. They're like, where you been at? Chilling. Most of the time they'll say chilling, but when they mean chilling, they went within, you know, you might not see a Sagittarius for 4 months to a year. And you'll be like, what happened? When all the world be coming on our shoulders, we don't like to put our problems on people. We'll go retreat, like take a time out from everybody. We don't be calling everybody with our problems, shit like that. And it is what it is. We handle that shit with us and divine. That's basically what the Sagittarius do. Yeah, right? Don't your mom be doing that too. Like, she won't tell you. She'll just go in a room, close the door or something. You won't see her for a couple of days, some shit like that. And then she'll come back out and she'll be right back on the good foot. Like, nothing never happened. But that's her in her prayer room. Like, that's basically a war room. You know, they go in their war room. They warring with themselves. They warring with God, you know, and shit like that. Like, you know, what's going on, you know, they rather ask divine questions than a human. Because we never get a straight answer. If you go ask a religious person, read scripture, da 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 da. That's not giving me an answer to my situation. I asked you, you know, like, what the fuck? So we rather get it from divine, straight from the divine, our, you know, our insights on things, you know, our awakenings. Like, you get a good answer from straight from the divine ancestor spirit guides. People don't understand that about Sagittarius. That's why when you hear me say, I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you, meaning you're not in alignment. So why would I listen to you? Divine is in alignment. My ancestors in alignment. They know, they see everything that's going on. So I'm going to ask them. I'm going to get some answers from them. I'm not going to get no answers from you. Because you're not in fucking alignment. You're not even on your, some people ain't even on their purpose. Some people can say, I'm a marriage counselor. I wanted to go for marriage counselor, but you're not a marriage counselor. You're supposed to be doing other things. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not on their purpose. Some people on their south node. They comfortable there. That's just something that they're comfortable with doing. A lot of people is not on their purpose. That's just point blank. So that's why Sagittarius, we go in. We be like, let me get some uploads from you. Let me get some guidance from you because the world is crazy and I ain't getting no answers from nobody. So I'm going to come to you. We've been doing this. Sagittarius do this since a child. We always go inner. We always contact the divine. You know what I'm saying? To put us back in alignment. Then when you see us come back out, you'll be like, okay, they good, you know. But people see it like, oh, they hurting. Trust me, bitch, please. We are healed. By the time we come out of alignment, by the time we go talk to divine, when we come back, we got our answers. We good. Okay, well, we got our answers. We know what's going on. Bam. Now we good. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we be trying to tell a lot of y'all to do. But y'all look at Sagittarius like we just bad. You hate our bluntness. You hate when we telling you the truth. You hate. A lot of people hate you. You know, when you come to a Sagittarius, don't ask us questions that you don't want to know. That's the part I don't get. Like, do this dress, do these pants look good on me? And we say no, just upright. Maybe to us it don't look good on you. Go ask 10 other people. See what they say. Some people will lie to you and tell you look good on you. Some people have you walking around with your wig or your weave hanging the fuck out. Sag is gonna be blunt. You need to go fix your weave. That shit hanging. You know, we just blunt ass people. Some people just don't like Sag because we too fucking blunt and real. It is what it is. We ain't gonna change that for nobody. That's just a Sag. We are the archer, straight to the point. So if you don't like Sagittarius, you don't like archers, stay the fuck away from us. And that's another thing they don't like. When we say, okay, if you don't like it, stay the fuck away from us. That sounds kind of rude. No, the fuck it ain't. Why the fuck is you around if you don't like bluntness, if you don't like truth? You want somebody to lie to you. And Sagittarius ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the fucking truth. And shame the fucking devil. That's the way we was raised. Like, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You don't like it, man or woman. What the fuck you want me to do? Don't ask me no fucking questions. Like, ain't that common sense? If you know I'm an archer and my bow hits straight up to the heavens and I'm very blunt, why would you come ask me a question? You need to get you somebody with a bow and arrow down. You know, I guess they're going to just tell you a fucking lie. You know, I had a lot of people go off on me because just like I just told you yesterday, you know, so happens, seeing the person that I know slept with my friend, supposed to be my cousin, family member, same person I was helping out, do their hair for free, and you turn around, you do this, you get what I'm saying? Walk in there, you know, and I think I told you in my life, don't even speak to me if you did that shit to me, but you had a nerve, that's what I'm saying, you had a nerve to speak to me as soon as I walked in that damn Burger King. And I told her straight up, don't, in front of everybody, don't speak to me when you slept with my friend. What the fuck, I look like a nut? Ain't say nothing, just bowed the head down and just got quiet. Didn't deny it, didn't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you know you didn't do it, you would deny it, right? You know you did it. That's why you bowed your head down. You had no reason, no purpose to do that shit. I've been the one that was family member that looked out for you when everybody was out here making fun of you. Making fun of your hair and all that other shit. I've been that cuz. You know what I'm saying? You had to pay me $100 to do your hair. None of that. Cigarettes and soda. Give me cigarettes and soda. I'll do your hair. That shit gonna be sliding. I'll do it just because. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. And then turn around and do that shit to me and backstab me like that. But the thing is, you acted like you ain't like the person that I was with. Y'all act like y'all was enemies. Like, I don't like them. You all in my face, I don't like them. Okay, well, now we see why you didn't like them, because you was fucking around with them the whole time. You didn't like them because they was with me. That's what that shit was about. Now that you figured out what was going on the whole time. So you was fucking around with the person the whole time. You get what I'm saying? You see the shady shit? And then, when we ready knuck and buck, we crazy. When Sag is ready to knuck and buck on a bitch or a nigga, and I call them bitches or niggas that do shit like this, we crazy. But think about all the shit that you done fucking did. They don't think about that. I don't think I deserve you knucking and bucking on me like that. Okay, if you say so. I ain't gonna get into all that, but this was a good read, y'all. I gotta come back to my other collectors read. You know, we gotta get that karmic read out. You know, what they did to you and, you know, all that shit, man. Loyalty. I keep this out. Loyalty over every fucking thing. Integrity and all that. For the hybrids, I'm going to keep those out. Loyalty. Trusting, reliability, and believing. That's it. You don't have that, don't be on my channel. And if you don't want to heal, don't be on my channel. If you don't like bluntness, don't be on my channel. If you don't like cussing, don't be on my channel. I'm cussing, not cursing. So if you don't like any of that, I'm fine. You know, live and learn. You know, it is what it is. But you know, ain't that crazy? I mean, and now when you sit back, you see what I'm saying? You get enlightenment later on of what that was all about back then. Like, I don't like them. I don't like them. And then you find out they messing around. Like, what the fuck? I know that's right, T-Guts. I know that's right. Crazy. But you're not supposed to nothing, but I handle it gracefully, though. I'm surprised I handle it the way I handle it. That's telling me I have growth. Because if you would have caught me back when I was in my 20s, child, it would have been knucking and bucking all over the damn place. Let's just put it that way. It would have been knucking and bucking. And that's one part I'm glad that I changed is gracefully. I handle it gracefully. I mean, you want to try to embarrass me and try to be funny? I'm going to embarrass you in front of the whole goddamn place right here. I'm going to let you see how I feel to be embarrassed. That's the way I was thinking about it. I'm going to let you see how I feel to be embarrassed. And what type of person you are. Straight like that. Got embarrassed in front of the whole damn place. Damn, you sleeping with people, family members, friends? That's gonna tell a motherfucker not to trust you. Can't trust you worth a damn. I can't stand people like that. Don't smile in my face and you know what you did, man. And the thing is, didn't even apologize, didn't just put your head down. Didn't even say, no, I didn't do it. Exactly. I'm writing a novel right now. I got to do that this winter. I got to go ahead and get me a laptop and start writing my book. Because it's a lot. I mean, I'll have testimonies after testimony after testimony, spiritual testimony, things I've seen, demons I've seen, future shit I've seen, prophecies, all that stuff. Some of them I share on him. Y'all see him come to light, everything that I be saying. And some of them I did not even, tell some of the dreams I had yet. But it was for a purpose. I don't need no dream interpretator. Nothing like that. Divine is showing me exactly what the hell it means sooner or later in life. That's what I learned. It's crazy. How the hell they too ashamed? They did it. They ain't too ashamed. That's crazy. And then not only that, the person tried to come back and pop up at my house. That's crazy. And you know what I said to that person? Get the fuck out of here. The fuck you think this is? You just pop up at my house, think you on what? We gonna renew what? You done just messed around with my family member. You see what I'm saying? Like, these people don't have no integrity at all. They don't give a fuck. Now, I could have been the type to go, you know what I'm saying? I could have been the type to go fuck around with your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your father, some shit. Like, I could have been that fucking type of woman. Lucky I'm not. I'm not grimy like that. I could simply go look for somebody that know you, that sits right there next to you, and went and fuck with them on purpose, just to hurt your feelings. I don't do shit like that. But obviously, these people have no integrity. They do shit like that. Trying to get back at you. That ain't getting back at me. That got back at yourself. And you look stupid out here. Both of them look stupid. Y'all just look stupid. You just look stupid as fuck. So how that made me feel bad? That made you look bad. I don't look bad. I'm not the one out there sleeping with your family member. Weirdo. Y'all some fucking weirdos out here. Anyway, we're going to do this comment related because y'all know I got to take my daily walk. Got to go to the store. I know I got my soda. Thanks for all the donations. I don't do this for money, but thanks for all the donations that y'all been sending me and stuff like that. Y'all keeping me up on my, you know, even though I clean my lungs out, so don't be saying cigarettes ain't good for you. I know that, but I be cleaning my lungs out and shit like that. I told y'all, I don't just be, you know, smoking my cigarettes and don't making sure I take care of my health. Plenty of vitamins. I got lung cleanser. I be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, but thanks for all your donations. And I like that little, I think that was cappuccino or something. That looked good as hell. I don't think they got no place that make coffee and cappuccino around here. So maybe I'll just buy my own cappuccino and get me some caramel and I'll come on here and do it. If I buy it, y'all see me come on here and buy my, you know, little cup with the caramel and the cappuccino and shit. You're so sweet. Okay. If you do want to send donations for my little cigarettes and my little soda, whatever, that's what keep me going. You can go on my description box. No pressure, no pressure. It's hard out here. You know, it's hard out here for y'all pimps and y'all pimpstresses. Don't think I don't know, okay? Don't think I don't know it's hard out here for y'all. Whatever. Don't be worried about the 3D shit. Don't be worried about those food stamps. Nothing like that. Just take your butt. Use your money. $100 and something. You know, get you that meat package. If they got a meat package for $50, get you that meat package. Buy you a big pack of rice. Go to Dollar Tree. Get your side dishes, your you know, your seasonings and all the other shit, eggs and all that other shit, bacon. Do that with the rest of the $50, and you good, boo boo. Anyway, love you.